Okay, this is another video on learning how to deal, guys. Again, if you want the full story on learning how to deal, if you want to get a real good video, go to crapsmoney.com and check out the video we have for sale that has to do with dealing. We have a blackjack video and we also have a craps video. So those will give you a real good peek as to the inside workings of the tables, how things are done, why things are done the way that they're done, and it'll give you a leg up if you ever decide to go work in a real casino. You got to know some things when you go to dealer school, and those things are on those videos. So we're going to talk a little bit here about the cards and the blackjack table again, guys. Basically, last time we hit on shuffling. That's something you guys need to practice in order to make good and make it look good, so you're not mangling the cards when you shuffle the cards. The best way to do that, if you don't have access to a nice blackjack table like this, go get an ironing board. Ironing boards are about the same height as a nice blackjack table. They're kind of cushy, and you can practice those shuffling techniques. You can also practice handling the checks. When we get into doing other things, you're going to have to know how to cut checks and how to do different things. So ironing board's a great place to practice those things, and that's a cheap and easy way to do that. So deck of cards. How do you hold a deck of cards? You just got done shuffling the cards. Now we're going to pick them up and deal them. How do you go about holding a deck of cards? That's a real important thing. So let me show you how to not hold a deck of cards. Most people just pick up a deck of cards and they hold them just like this, and they go ahead and deal the game or whatever, and they feel like if they tip the deck down, nobody can see what's coming or whatever, and that's proper protection. But that's not the case. You're exposing the fronts and the sides of all these cards right here, and if somebody's marking the cards, they're going to be able to see possibly where that card is that they've marked, or the series of cards that they've marked, and we're going to try to keep that from happening. If they happen to be marking the cards and we're not paying attention, we don't catch it. So anyway, this is the best way to hold a deck of cards. You're going to put them into your palm like this, and you're going to run them forward. I usually just use my palm, give a little bit of a tap there, a little push. A lot of dealers will just take their index finger or a couple of fingers and just tap it like that and push it forward. You're running them forward into your hand. You're also running them into the back part of your index finger there, so that the players, when they're looking, they're going to see this. They can't see anything. They can't see the deck of cards even as you're standing there holding the cards. So this is the way to hold a deck of cards. It's not a brick. It's paper. They're a deck of cards here. You've got to be real easy when you hold them. They're nice and supple. They slide back and forth real easy on each other when I move my hand around like this. You want to be able to kind of massage them and be able to do that. You're not trying to hold the cards. You're not trying to crush them with your hand. So again, if I pick up the deck of cards, I pick them up like this, and I just give them a little push, run them right up into the front there, make sure they're nice and square. Now I'm ready to deal the game. How do you count up the cards? A lot of people, when they're playing blackjack, they see those aces come out and they're like, oh man, what is that, a 1 or 11? How do I? Well, here's a great way to practice that stuff. What I want you to do is take your deck of cards, guys, and I want you to pull out all the 10s. Take all the 10s out of your deck of cards. All the queens, jacks, kings, all the 10 value cards. Pull all those cards out and put them to the side. So now you've got your deck here that has nothing but ace through 9, and when we go to practice counting these cards out, excuse me, you're going to have to do a lot more math than you would if you had those 10s in there. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to try to count up to 17 and or 21. After that we bust it. So at 17 we stop. Most casinos stop at 17. This layout here says dealer must draw to 16 and stand on all 17s. Casino I worked at, we had to stand on a hard 17, but we had to hit a soft 17. What does that mean? Well, a soft 17 is when you use an ace as an 11. You're using it as a crutch, and it becomes a soft hand. So that's the way I see it and the way I explain it to people. So let's go ahead and shuffle these up a little bit here, and we'll do a little bit of the practice that I want you guys to work on. You can see exactly how this stuff flies together, and this is what you should be practicing. So got my cards, I'm holding them properly. Okay, when I start peeling them out, I'm just going to give them a little push with my thumb. It slides right off, and I'm going that way. I'm going off to the corner of that deck. I'm not trying to go straight off to the front. Not straight off to the front, trying to go off to the corner. So I go like this, and just peel them off and lay them out like this. There's 9. That's 18 right there. So we're going to stop there, and we're going to go over here. Let's do it again. Just peel them out and count them up. 9, right, that's 18. We're going to stop there. If we're less than 17, we're going to keep going. If we get up to 17 or higher, a hard 17 or higher, we're going to stop there. And of course, if we go over 21, we busted. So 14, there's 15, right? A lot of people would look and say, oh, screech, what's going on here? No, we're already past where we could be making that into 21. So we got 9, 14, that's 15. We're too many, that's 23. That's 20. Or it's 10. 7, 8, 9, 10. No, it's 20. We're going to be forced to make that a 20 because that's a winning hand. Either for a player, we should be playing that way, but we don't have to. The casino allows us to continue to hit that if we want, but I wouldn't hit it. We got 7, 8, 9. We got 10. No, we have 20. That's 20. We're going to stop right there. There's 10, 17. We'll stay right there. 10, 13. 21 is a good one. 9, 22, too many. 9, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I know that 2 9s and a 4 make 22. I'm looking for 2 9s and a 3 in order to get 21. So that's something I want to clue you guys into. When we're doing this, I'm not really doing the math. That's 18 or 8. No, it's 18. We're going to take that 18 and stick with it. I'm not really doing the math. I'm adding up combinations of cards. That's 21. How is that 21? 6, 7, 8. That's what I see there. I see a 6 and a 7, and then I see 8. 6, 7, 8 makes 21. 5, 7, 9 makes 21. 3 7s make 21. So I'm going to make different combinations out of these cards that are coming out to equal the combinations that I know make 21. That's kind of a hard thing to swallow right at the beginning, I know, and it's a little difficult. Let's do this again so you can see what I'm talking about here. And don't worry too much about that. Oh, it's not math. It's combinations. Well, it is, but you know, for the most part, you're going to have to use your math skills to get this thing started. But once you see all these cards come out in a certain sequence, you're going to start seeing the same combinations over and over and over again. You're going to start seeing 5, 7, 9 over and over again. You're going to start seeing 6, 7, 8 over and over again. 3 7s. You're going to see that stuff over and over and over again. So let's try again. Here we go. 13, 14, 21. 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, and there's 8 right there. That's 21. 15, 18. We'll stay there. 18 again. 17. Stay there. 17 again. 22, we busted. 7 makes 22 there. 19. You guys get the idea? We want to count out these cards. 17. Until we either get 17 and we stay, or we get something bigger than 17, of course we stay, and again, we have to know when we've gone over 21, we busted. We also have to know when players have gone over 21. What is this? What is this? 4, 5, 6, or 16. It's a soft 16 if we have it as a 16. We can't have it as 26. We could, but that's busted. We're not busted here. We are 6. This is what we're going to look at as a dealer. That's 6, 7, or soft 17. Okay? It's 20. That's a tough one. Take a look at that. See if you can figure that out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or soft 17, 18, 19, 20. That's a 20. We would stay right there. So, again, guys, practice this stuff. Throw a couple extra aces into your deck if you want to make some of these combinations come out a little bit. You're going to have to figure those aces when they're coming out. You're going to got to figure those aces out. What is that? Is that a 1 or 11? Let's shuffle them back in here and do one more deck for you, just so you can see the kind of stuff I want you to practice if you're going to be practicing this stuff. This is how we do it. Just taking out all the 10s. This is nothing but A's through 9, and we're just going to count them out here. There's 10, 19. Stay there. 11, 16, 17. It's hard 17. We're going to stay there, okay? 20. 15. There's 17 right there. We stay there. 17 again. 18. Where are we at? 16, right? 19. There we go. 8 or 18, it's 18. 8 or 18, it's 18. 16, ooh, that's 22 right there. You guys get the idea. That's what I want you to practice. So more videos coming, guys. Keep paying attention. If you guys have any questions about this stuff, please ask. Don't hesitate. I'm a pretty good resource for information on this stuff, and I want to make sure you guys are getting it. Go to my website, guys. Check out www.crapsmoney.com, and we're going to have the dealers videos up there shortly, and we've also got our Learn to Play Craps Volume 1 and also Volume 2 Advanced Strategies. So check that stuff out, guys. We appreciate your time. Thanks again for watching on YouTube. Take it easy. Bye-bye.